The day is shaping up to be pretty decent, Brooks says, weather-wise. He'll tell you more about that in just a few minutes. Right now, though, if you were in a relationship, should you really have a backup plan? There is new research that shows half of all women have a guy on the back burner just in case things go wrong in their current relationship. Physician and national mindful living expert Dr. Romy Mushtaq is here to talk more about that. Dr. Romy, seriously?
Good morning, Tom. I know, and
Come on, this sounds positively guy.
Guy, doesn't it? And I have to sit here and defend all of us women, but this is the latest psychology research. I was just as shocked reading this data. More than half of women who are married and categorize themselves as happily married.
Wait a sec.
They're married.
Happily married women are doing this?
Have a backup plan. And what is a backup plan? It means you have someone on the back burner.
So a specific person they've identified.
A specific person that they've identified, and in most cases it was either an ex-boyfriend or an old friend who never made it to the dating category.
Get out of town.
Unfortunately, yes. And the problem is social media has just made it too easy to have such a type of behavior.
Right, so I know you're here to say, though,
yes,
watch out, because this
Absolutely.
is anything but good.
It is, I agree. You know, mindset matters in relationships, Tom, and I tour the country teaching psychologists mindful living and how to apply it to relationships. And what is your mindset telling us if you have a back burner? It's telling us we don't know how to communicate well in a relationship, or when the going gets tough, instead of maybe learning important skills from a professional on how to cope with all the ups and downs that always happen in a marriage, we're saying it's okay to run away.
Yeah, I mean, the first thing that comes to my mind is that shows just a total lack of commitment.
I agree. Well, I don't know if it's a lack of commitment, or is it that people haven't learned the appropriate coping skills? You know, it's a direct projection of how we feel about ourselves if we're not comfortable in a relationship and wanting to run away. We have to be comfortable with the relationship first with ourselves. And if there's a problem in the marriage, there's no shame in getting help from a licensed professional, Tom.
So, and that's where I was going right now. If there's somebody out there who's watching right now and says, you know what, that's me. I want to change this.
Yes.
What steps should they start taking?
Step one, delete that backup burner plan from your cell phone, Twitter account, Facebook, however you're in connection with them. You know, take the temptation out. Two, find a licensed mental health therapist who specializes in couples therapy. We discuss it at nationalmarriageseminars.com. You can find free advice there and training for professionals on how to cope with such issues.
And honestly, it may not be physical cheating.
Right.
But if this isn't psychological cheating and emotional cheating, it sure is darn close.
You know, Tom, you bring up such a great point. And what happens when we're emotionally or psychologically cheating, it's one wrong thing happens in the marriage or a hard time, and it could easily turn into a separation and a divorce.
Absolutely.
And we want to save couples and marriages, right?
And it also, if one wrong thing happens, it goes from maybe social media contact to, hey, let's meet somewhere.
You know, absolutely. I agree. And you know what it is? The grass is always greener on the other side. You're just seeing that person's life on Facebook. You don't know what that backup burner plan is really going. Instead, take the time to heal the relationship with yourself and heal the relationship with your spouse.
Don't look at that grass that's always greener. Cultivate the lawn you have.
Amen.
Right?
Oh, that is beautiful, Tom. I love that.